Wreck lead over, yeah.
Funnily, he still doesn't have his scouts capping. I would have thought he would at this stage, but he doesn't, and he instantly retreats, which isn't a bad idea considering there's a Wraith Lord after him. And I have to apologise in this game for my use of the Wraith Lord, simply because I do not usually use Wraith Lords. I said I'd give him a go, and it doesn't work out so well. It was just important at this stage in the battle to get something that could tank, because as you can see, attacks with the Sergeant and his double assault, well, not double assault marines, but assault marines are just crazy. I now use Fortune on my Wraith Lord, which completely offsets his whole mark target, but he hits me with the orb, so that's kind of the end of that. The good news with that Wraith Lord in this game was, well, you can see there for yourself how little damage that Wraith Lord just took from that missile with Fortune, even though it's gone now, so he took full damage that last time. But you can see for yourself that it is tanking quite a lot of damage. If I had an army behind that thing, it would be pretty damn scary.
Yeah. And it has served you in a way that you have now completely regained map control, and you've pushed him completely back to his power. By now he has the master-crafted bolter on his TechMarine, he has the Signum armor, and he has of course the orbs, which we just saw. You repurchased your Banshees?
Yep. Banshees in a Space Marine matchup are more than essential, is what I'd put them down as, simply because the amount of extra damage they do to heavy armor is quite nice. You'll see right here now just how lucky he gets with that Assault Marine squad, which by right should have died. I think it's here.
All
yeah,
right,
it is
let's
here.
Watch that.
My Rangers don't seem to want to do what I told them, but okay. You see, right here is usually where if you have a gate,
right. 16. Oh
gate,
my god. Got away with
if you have a webway
HP.
gate anywhere at all down here, then you'll see just how easily you could catch those squads, simply because with the FarSeer webway gate you get a +2 speed boost as well as infiltration. The infiltration is only really ever any good if you're planning on flanking dev squads or turrets, but the speed boost is great because usually with fleet of foot you take or you deal less damage, but with the gate speed boost,
nice grenade dodge,
you deal
there.
the same amount of damage.
Up. Ooh, nice grenade.
His his scout sarge should be more than dead right there. I'm not entirely sure what his whole army is doing at the moment. As you can see on the other side, because my Guardians and the Warlock, I'm after engaging them in melee with the TechMarine.
Yep.
And it is working out quite well.
Yeah, Warlock does really well with Guardians. It's actually a no-brainer. You need a Warlock.
Yeah.
Mark target.
Some people will argue that Warlocks are the only purchase worth it on Guardians. I would say completely differently.
Come on, run in your sheaths with that.
You can see here, I get very lucky.
Nice,
you see that
nice.
That combination of knockback and what should I call them, Banshees. Some people you see will argue that on the Guardian case that it's only worth it to get the Warlock as opposed to the grenades, but the grenades get, I think it's 30% more health for every model in the squad, which is the main reason to get it. As you can see there, my micro is shocking. I don't know what my Rangers are doing.
Rangers, come on, run.
And my FarSeer is ninja capping down the right.
Yep, I see it. Although
you can also see too that all. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, he's been winning quite a lot of engagements here, but since he lacks the mobility, you have total map control.
I didn't necessarily need to go that close to those Guardians, but I guess I was watching something else at the time. As you can see, my FarSeer was ninja capping at least around the map, is still ninja capping around the map, which is kind of a big, well, annoyance to Space Marine in particular, and now she's going to absolutely dice that heavy bolter simply because she's got that singing spear, which people, you'll hear Ensby getting complain is the only weapon for the FarSeer that's worth it is the Doomblade, which is basically a TechMarine
Wow.
mark target in tier
Failed
1.
merciless strike over there. Sorry.
Yeah, the merciless strike was kind of failed because he thought I was going to attack his assault marines, but I just ran straight past, and it worked out quite nicely. His TechMarine is absolutely diced there, which I found quite entertaining.
Those scouts aren't looking too good either, but they're getting...
You can see I'm using Fortune again on my units, and I'm just capping.
Yeah. Fortune, that's that blue effect that you see right here. Fortune, that's that blue effect that you see right here, by the way. So Space Marine players, beware.
It's not very nice. As you can see now, I knew I wasn't really going to make it to tier 3 in time to probably counter the inevitable Fendred he was going to bring out. Every TechMarine player nearly does it. So I said I'd get a Warp Spider squad instead, because you can just use the nades on it to completely disable the thing from firing and moving like really slowly. And again, I'm going to catch his dev with my FarSeer, so it's going to be quite funny. Sergeant on this squad should be dead, but it doesn't. Yeah, there we go. Dead assault marine sergeant. He's trying in vain at the moment to ninja cap with the scouts way out on the right, but my guardians are on the way over at the moment to say hello. I'm finally getting around to gen bashing right here, and you can see there the combination of the rangers to get the other units into close combat without taking much range damage is quite essential, because otherwise those banshees would have been forced to retreat much earlier. Not that they've been forced to retreat just yet, but they would have been forced to retreat. As you can see out on the right as well, my guardians are having fun with
yeah, with
scouts.
the scouts, grenade on the scouts. Yeah, logical. He uses the shotgun blast to cover his retreat.
And my guardians aren't doing much, but that's because I think I was microing my warp spiders over on the other side of the map. As you can see though, if you look at the power income stats, that although he is a full gen farm fully capped, because I have well 3 gen farms, one of them with a gen, one of them with a node, and one of them just a plain farm, that I've just as much power income as he does. And that was kind of it. He realised that he wasn't going anywhere from there.
So he quit.
Tier 3 or no tier 3.